to the past now.
We're here with Alec Loorz of Ventura, California, the founder of Kids vs. Global Warming. We're going to ask you a few questions.
As founder of Kids vs. Global Warming, what is your mission?
So our mission is to inspire youth to lead the way to a sustainable and just society. So I've been giving these presentations for the past 3 years, and now we're working on developing an iPhone application. There'll be a website application over the summer to connect together activists from around the world, and then in 2011 planning this international I Matter March to bring together 1 million kids from across the world to stand up on the same day to demand climate justice.
Sounds good.
So, how did you come up with the Sea Level Awareness Project in Ventura, California that shows how high ocean levels will be with global warming?
Really that project started like 3 summers ago, I guess, or 2 summers ago, when I saw a map of what Ventura, what my city would look like if sea level rose 23 feet, and I saw it through like Google Earth and this kind of thing, and I was just blown away, because like half of our city would be underwater. We would lose the waste treatment center and the power generating station and the freeway and all of our beaches and all that. And I wanted to do something about this huge crisis, and I just started by, I wanted to raise awareness of how we could be affected as a community, and kind of let people know that we will be affected in Ventura. So I had the idea to put up these poles along the beach that say, you'll be underwater right here. This is what could happen if we don't respond to climate change now. And so that's what we eventually did.
And it's moved to a lot of other places too now, right?
Yeah, it's we are working on installing it with Oxnard High School, which is just below Ventura, and working with them to go through the whole process and create this media toolkit to send off to other places around the world, so that they can do the same thing. So, yeah.
That sounds good. How does one start change in their own community?
It's really simpler than you think to start changing your community. All you have to do is just decide that you're going to do it, and decide, this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I'm going to do, and then people will follow along, and people will start to listen and take action as well. And I mean, for me with the SLAP project, I just kind of asked my local school, hey, do you guys want to be a part of this? And they got really excited, and soon there was like 60 other middle school students, because I was in middle school at that time, helping me. So it's easier than you think.
So, do you have a few pieces of advice to some young people that would want to help the environment?
Like what to do to lower your emissions, or what to do
Just advice for how they can help.
Okay. Well, actually, in my presentations, I kind of go through the three top categories that we as kids can be a part of in the transition to a sustainable society and all that. And really, it comes down to conservation, which is conserving energy in our own homes and lowering the carbon footprint of our homes and our schools and communities. And that's things like changing light bulbs or riding our bikes instead of taking the car, or those kind of simple actions. And then the second step is innovation and learning about new renewable technologies, and talking to our parents and developing some of these new technologies ourselves, because we really don't have to wait for adults to go out and invent these new technologies. And then the third step is reforestation, which is simply planting trees, because that's a really important part as well. So those are really the 3 categories that I've kind of narrowed it down to. And then to bring those all together, it takes legislation, and that means laws. So that's why I'm working on planning this I Matter March to bring together youth from all over the world to issue a wake-up call to people in power. So, yeah.
What do you see yourself doing as the next phase of your life? I know you mentioned this project with
Yeah. Over the next couple of years, I'm focusing on working on this I Matter campaign, and for 2010, we're going to be focusing on developing this iPhone application. It'll be on a website over the summer that pretty much just connects together activists who are already working on projects around the world and unites them and brings them together as a global movement. And then once we have this community, we're going to be planning this international I Matter March next year to bring together these kids from all over the world to issue a wake-up call on Mother's Day 2011. So. That's short term what I'm planning on doing, but I mean this is what I'm passionate about, which is climate change, and I'm gonna stick with it until I stop it, or until it's solved.
Well, thank you, Alec, for your time and inspiration.
Thank you.
Hit the beat and take it to the verse now.